Hey Sonny, it's me Gabe, just hanging out at the store. I wanted to talk about a couple things. Like I said, wanted to kind of give you a little personalized lesson. This is actually going to cover a lot of things, and it's going to go in 3 sections. Each section has a few points within it. First section, before we get into too many specifics, we're going to talk about the kind of vague stuff, mindset and good habits. First, on your mindset, it's really important to always stay positive. I know it's really simple to say, easy to do maybe right now, but as you toil on and on and on and things get boring, or you may get defeated, or oh, I can't do this and that, you want to shed that mindset and try to be as positive as possible in all ways. Always make sure you're having fun. You know, that's really going to help down the road. Again, right now, hopefully it's a little bit more fun, or maybe not. Maybe we'll teach you a few building blocks to help you get to that fun point, so you can know some chords and what you want to do. Give me a holler if you ever have any specific questions, and I can help you have more fun. You know, if you want to learn how to play solos faster, or blues licks, or something like that. The easy room theory. When you're practicing, this is something Scott Pemberton told me. He says you never really want to spend any time in the hard. You have 2 rooms, like the hard room and the easy room. You always want to take something that you want to learn from the hard room, break it down to a little piece so you can work on it in your easy room. You know, that way you're having more fun. For example, when I was learning emulator techniques, I mean, these things are really hard, intense runs. So I might have to break it down piece by piece, work on it really slowly with a metronome, and again, that's in my easy room, get it down. So I'm not pushing myself towards, oh God, this is awful. It all ties back to having fun, keeping a positive mindset, but it's things that you can do to help that. Also, the gray areas. Hey man, you're gonna be working in the gray areas. Not everything's black and white. So when you're playing guitar, just remember that it's a lifelong learning journey. There's not always, there may be points where something will snap and you know that, but it's all out there. It's always, you're always in the gray area. So don't get too concerned on being things like being the best or knowing all the chords or things like that, because you're just gonna live in the gray area as a musician. Okay, good habits. Now that we covered the mindsets, good habits. Warm-ups. Always warm up. I mean, anytime I'm starting to play guitar now, even for shows, I mean, I got a metronome, I'm starting slow. Just warming up right to that tempo. I'll show you how to do that more specifically in a little bit. Other than that, mix it up, man. When you're practicing, don't get too hung up on any one thing. If you want to get faster, awesome. But if you spend all the time just trying to get faster, you're going to get bored. So learn some chords, learn some cool techniques, jam out with a CD if that's what you want. Get some technical stuff down. But always remember, warm up first, mix it up. You're going to learn more that way, trust me. Other than that, keep it challenging, but have fun, always. Again, really simple stuff, but gotta mention that. Again, that's kind of the mindset portion. Number 2, we're going to talk about, you asked, what to practice. Before we get into how to practice, so let's talk about what you're going to practice, what you're going to really want to dig into. First off is chords. How are they built? You already know kind of how intervals are spread out. You know, for example, it's always a major chords are always like a 1, 3, 5. A minor chord will be a 1 minor 3, 5. Start to learn those. So when you're and again, it's not a huge thing you need to know like this minute, but just start to know that. Challenge yourself to know how a chord is built. If you can do that, it's going to shortcut you decades, man. I promise. So while you're learning those chords, learn it's a 1, 3, 5, 1 minor 3, 5, things like that. Just kind of challenge yourself to start to know that. Learn lots of chords, but also the different way to play the same chords. You know, learn maybe 3 different spots. Eventually, you're going to start to see those patterns, and it's really going to unlock things. But for now, just learn them. Just relax. You're in the gray area. Start simple. Don't start digging into crazy jazz chords like flat 7 minor 5s. I mean, they sound cool, but it's not really practical. Anyway, start with the simple chords. Learn in a few spots. Learn the movable chord forms. That's huge too. Learn how to move them all over. You know, that way if somebody, hey, you want to play a D, you know, you're gonna play it here, play here, you're gonna play it here. You're gonna play. I mean, you're not gonna play it up there, but okay. That covers chords. What you're gonna learn. pentatonic and the blues form. Learn the pentatonic and the blues form. I can definitely give you little sheets to cover how to do that. I recommend doing that in the key of A. I'll be happy to cover any of this with you anytime. Again, pentatonic blues form. Learn the main form on both the E and the A string for the key of A. Technique. So again, we're learning chords. Going to learn the pentatonic and blues form. Going to learn technique. Start to focus on your picking hand a little bit. Focus on your fretting hand. Getting this to work. Separately, mind you. Not all at once. Maybe take something that's really easy. I mean, yeah, I'll cover these more specifically actually in a little bit. I just want to cover them all. Work on timing. Metronome's going to help you there. Work on always playing clean notes. Don't let yourself get away with the slop, man. I know it's really hard right now while you're new. You're going to start hitting, but start to think about, you know, how you can do that. For example, fretting closer to the up front fret. You know, if I fret back farther, it's going to sound nasty. If I get up here, it's going to sound good. Clean notes. Slow it down. Develop good habits now. Don't be a sloppy asshole like I was. How to practice. When you warm up, start slow. Start playing slow. Don't go too fast. That's the point of a warm-up. Always take breaks. Don't worry, you're warming up. Your hand might start to hurt a little bit. Take a break. Kind of stretch it out a little bit. Wave it around. All right, get back in it again. Slow, slow. Warm up, build up. That's the point of it. Metronome. Get yourself one of these. It's a metronome in tuner, built one. It's like 15 bucks. I mean, you can get the apps on your phone and stuff too, but having one of these helps, in my opinion. Anyway, find a metronome, whether you got to go online, get the free app on your phone, and when you're practicing something, even if it's just 2 notes, there, I'm getting timing down. You're getting your picking hand. You're getting your timing down. You know, it's all about getting these things to work together. So again, you can work on them separately. I'm focusing on picking, but maybe you're still doing something up here. Metronome also has many reasons. It helps teach you to listen to yourself, listen what's going on around you. It's not just about timing. Metronome is huge. I really suggest using that when you're practicing notes, scales, and things like that. And always starting slow. While you're practicing, remember to mix it up. Learn theory stuff. You know, that's chord relationships, harmonizing scales, all that stuff. Learn it a little bit. It's huge, man, but remember, that's part of, that'll cultivate that positive mindset. The reason I didn't learn it because I did everything on my own. I wanted instant gratification. You know, I wanted cool riffs and stuff like that. Learning stuff, ugh, get me away from that. And it cultivated a negative mindset that I'm trying to break down today. So again, just get ready to learn. Have fun doing it. Learn as many chords as you can. You know, mix it up. Do some chord stuff. Boom. Go into scales and modes. Learn some of those. Work on maybe a specific technique for a little while. I want to work on vibrato, how I, you know, vibrate the strings, or, you know, a little bend or something like that. Whatever you want, mix it up, but do some technique stuff. Learn songs and riffs. Always start learning new, you know, different songs and riffs. You can always learn from the classic guys, and always have fun. Mix it up, man. Again, this is kind of a vague overall approach, but I just want to answer those questions because you're basically asking, you know, what do I practice? How do I practice? I'll be happy, more than happy to get into more specifically. Here's a great exercise for technique on picking hand. Here's a great way to learn this or that. I'll send you any scale diagrams that you need. I got songbooks, all that stuff. But just again, here's the repeats. Mindset, habits, good habits. Here's what you're going to be practicing. Chords, how they're built. Different ways to play them. Start simple. Pentatonic and blues form. Learn it in the key of A, starting in the main form off the A string and the E string. I'll show you how to do that. Technique, you got battleground calling, how to practice, warm up, mix it up, all that stuff. Do it, man.